Hey everybody. Hello everyone. We're going to run a stream tonight. Hi everybody, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Arcarian, Inertia Creeps, the Iceman cometh. Can we get a shout out for Iceman, please? Also, I need to give a shout out to Inertia Creeps because she's cool. Overmodulating. Oh, okay. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Getting a little farty on the gain there. Too much gain. Thank you, Iceman, for letting me know. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been trying to fix things up and make things a bit louder for other people, but apparently that's too loud for my system. So we'll have to see how things go in the gaining some flatulence. Well, I think I fixed it, or at least I hope I fixed it. Anyway. Welcome to the show. Hi, I'm Rage Mage. We're gonna play some D&D tonight. This is episode 7 of Moonrise at Greenest. Basically, this is my Persistent Forgotten Realms campaign, and we're here to have a good time with it. And we're gonna let you have some fun with some streamers. So, buckle up. Hopefully, things are fun for you guys, and you get to listen to all their quirky inside jokes and have a good time. But before we get things started, I do need to let you guys know that there are a couple things going on. Number one, this is a D&D stream, so I will not be able to interact with you as much as you would normally do so, or as I would normally do so. Basically what's going on is I want this to be a story-based sort of thing where you just sit back and watch and have a good time. I'm not saying don't speak up in chat, but by all means, ask me questions or... talk amongst yourselves, make jokes, that kind of thing. I do my best to answer via text in chat, but I won't be able to respond to you verbally. The next thing we're going to talk about is destiny points. So basically, for every 1,500 bits that we receive, the players will earn a single destiny point. What those destiny points can be used for is something cool that I might not have thought of, or like a reroll, or all sorts of different kinds of things that might be able to happen sort of outside of the framework of regular D&D. This is a way for you, the chat, to interact with the game and help things out. Also, if you would like, you know what, I think I know what the problem is. One moment. If you would like... There, that should be better. If you would like bad things to happen to the party, you need to let me know ahead of time, and I'll see what I can do to make those things happen, but that's not necessarily a good thing or the right thing, right? So we'll have to see how that goes. Inertia gives us like, bad things, yes, fuck them up. That's funny. Cool. So yeah, those are the big major things for tonight. We're gonna, which is a different language, by the way. That's it's Swedish. Yeah, plot does equal bad things. It's true. Anyway, yeah. So those are the major things we need to talk about before the stream starts. And I think we're going to just jump into it. Bad tings and wings. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and undeafen stuff, and we're going to move over to the cool things that are happening over in the thing. Maybe. Come on, software, you can do it. I believe in you. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello!
Yay, people are here. Cool.
Yay!
We did it. Let's get this party started. Alright, so before we get things going, we're gonna do the round of intros, like we normally do. I think we started with Misbehave last time. Let's go with someone different. Let's start with Marcus today. No pressure. So do the normal thing. Talk about yourself a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your character, and yeah, we'll do the thing. Do the roundabouts.
Hi there, I'm Tucker Kratt. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. Still on hiatus, still posting up pictures of dogs on Instagram since I'm a dog nanny. And Marcus is a low-end, moderately famous pro-gladiator, half-orc, barbarian, sidebard.
It's a sidebard.
That worships Sunni, and he is probably 50% sure they're gonna be mugged by monkeys in the next 5 minutes.
Yes, monkey mugging. That's a real thing. Cool. Thank you very much. Let's go now to. We're gonna go counterclockwise today. Let's go with Arathis.
Hi, everybody. I'm Big Kahuna 0275. I am also a variety streamer here on Twitch. I stream Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, normally very late nights, and I play various looter shooters, lots of RPG games and stuff like that. I occasionally play with Rage quite a bit. We have a lot of fun, and we make a lot of chaos. But I am playing Arathis, or Arathis, however you want to pronounce it. I am a drow gloomstalker. He is very, very awkward. He is trying to learn how to be more human. So, and this is my family, and I defend them as fiercely as I possibly can without trying to be mean, like Beacon is trying to teach me not to be. So, anyway, that's me.
I've also heard that gloomstalker drow rangers are the lords of edges. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. All right. We're going to go to Nyxi, who is next, being played by Misbehave 8.
I'm Nyxi. I'm a forest gnome who has a ferret named Roto. I can be a little mischievous and 2.5 feet tall. And she's traveling with her adoptive brothers and her family and seeing what kind of trouble we can get into. I do stream on the weekends. We have my team Chaotic Good, has a fundraiser coming up starting Sunday for a whole week for heart support, mental health awareness week. So that should be fun. And it will end with me doing a cosplay of a Stay Puft Marshmallow Woman. So
well, that's going to be awesome.
Yes.
I got to see that. I'll bring graham crackers and some chocolate.
I'll have marshmallows for sure.
Excellent. All right, so that leaves us with, certainly not the least, Beacon, being played by Player 1 ATX.
Hello, everyone. I'm Player 1 ATX, educator by day, DJ by night. One of these days, I'm going to get my things in order and actually stream. But in the meantime, you can check out sweet gear pictures and awesome gaming rigs that I have to build at my day job on my Instagram channel at player1, PLAYERONE_ATX. And I play Beacon. I have to ask you a question, and that is, are you tired of creepy, dreary warlocks that brood and do nothing but read books? Well, I have the warlock for you. I'm playing Beacon, who is quite possibly one of the nicest warlocks you'll ever meet. He wants so deeply to make friends and to solve these strange mysteries that have been happening around the monastery and figure out where our stuff went. But in the meantime, he's just, a 95-year-old sun elf just trying to make his way in with his adopted family.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. With that, I'm just going to start reading the recap. So here we go. The party had found themselves surrounded by wolves. Not just wolves, but dire wolves. Outside, the Guardians of Greenest decided to talk the wolves down, with varying degrees of success. Nyxi, trapped in the house with one of them, found herself pinned beneath the paw of one. Oh, how he sniffed and growled. Nyxi the Brave, however, squirmed free. Still, the wolf continued to sniff at her, eventually saying, "Child of the moon," and leaving along with the other wolves. After more travel, they crested a hill that looked down on two villages, one to the east and one to the west. Beyond the villages, the vastness of the Snakewood presented itself to them. They went east and came upon the Village of Fang. There they encountered pleasant folk, but something was strange about them. Markings, odd deformities, scales. And then there was the strange obelisk and the proliferation of rats. Eventually they left. They left the next morning and proceeded directly to the Snakewood, avoiding dangers such as giant spiders, massive snakes, only to encounter a large ancient oak tree. There, things started to become all manner of strange. Accidents seemed to happen all at once, and then the giggling began. We ended last session with something like this. And that's where we are. What do you do? Players.
Okay, does it appear to be coming from all around us?
So, if you recall correctly, Nyxi made a snide comment about the quality of the pranks that were being played, and then she got hit in the forehead with a rock. And then, suddenly, the laughing started. And it's only coming from one place. It was directly behind you, but you can't see the source of it.
Well, I, for one, think these are very good pranks. Very funny. Hello, friend?
Hey, buddy, what do you want?
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
I said, hey, buddy, what do you want? Do I have to say it slowly? Do I have to say it slowly? I do have to... Mortals.
As far as what we want, we were kind of hoping to camp here for the night, just to, rest, on our journey. Is that okay?
Well, it was, until you started getting insulting.
We apologize profusely. We do not mean to impugn the nature or the quality of the pranks that have been played on us.
What does impugn mean?
We're not trying to make fun of them.
Oh. Are they goblins?
No, absolutely not.
Are you sure?
Arathis,
Yes, so sure.
from the bushes, whap, a rock, like a very small rock, poof, right in your forehead.
I'm not a goddamn goblin. Watch your mouth.
All right. At least it wasn't a bear trap.
See, Arathis, you have something in common already. Neither of you like goblins.
Or bear traps. Sorry, go ahead.
Anyway, Elfie guy, thank you for saying what you said, but you weren't the one that did it, so it means less.
I understand, and I'm sure that as soon as I stop all of my oration and give my compatriot a chance, I am so certain that she will apologize for the thing that she has said. Here I go, not talking.
So Nyxi kind of puts her hands on her hips and she stomps her foot, and Roto comes out and gives them the furrowed brow. And she's just kind of like, fine, you're Trixie, but can you do better?
Don't think this is a
Can
good thing.
I do better? That's a very good question. I mean, do you like standing up?
Nyxi, make a dexterity save. I love you, chat. Okay, so
8.
yeah, you rolled an 8. Yeah, you feel some of the roots near your feet pull at you, and they pull you off balance, and you fall on your back.
She just kind of falls, and she's like, "Do you guys seriously want some?" Never mind. I won't do it.
That's
Fine,
good.
fine. Let's
ahead.
talk. Maybe we can tell stories and compare tricks. You know, I've done a few on my brothers here.
He admits this.
All right. Tell me what you got, little lady.
Fish guts in a boot. Have you got better than that?
Goose poop in the boot. That's what I got. There's just not a lot of fish around here, you know what I mean? There's just, yeah, I have to go way down to the south end of the woods. There's a river down there. I could do that, but it's not practical, you know?
So if you let us stay here, do you think we could exchange tricks and get ideas from each other?
That's an idea. Let's talk about why you're actually here. You're in a pretty interesting place, so tell me why you're here.
We're actually looking for something old, underground.
Old and underground, huh? And you happen to wander here?
This is the only place free of, like, snakes and stuff.
Oh, that's true. Fair enough.
I mean, possibly underground. We were hypothesizing that it could be, but we found no actual evidence of it. Also, the Snakewood, other than the snakes, is that why it's called the Snakewood? Is there more to it?
Well, there is more to it, but I don't think I'm the right person to get you those answers.
I mean, you're the first person to admit that there's more to it, so that's a great start.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great?
Every time we asked somebody, they said, "Oh no, you've never been there. We live like right outside. Not a clue. Like, nobody goes here. Nobody knows what's going on. That's a little odd. So, what can you tell us about this general area?"
Well, what I can tell you is, you should tread very carefully. There are places in the world where things are thin, if you know what I mean. This is one of those places.
Thin as in door to the shadow realm?
I suppose that's one way to look at it, but there are a lot of other realms out there. This place is closer to the Feywild.
We are looking for a ruin.
Sounds like your life!
Strangely,
That was a
that's
really
not-
good zing.
Strangely, that's not wrong. I can't disagree with that.
Okay, bucket of sadness. I didn't mean for that to, like, bring you down in the dumps and, ruin everything. It's gonna be fine, alright? It's gonna be okay.
So, are we good to rest here and exchange tricks? Or do you know anyone else around here that we can ask about the runes?
Well, I know one person. She'll test you, though. You should rest. You should rest beforehand. I promise I won't do anything mean or too terribly obtrusive. Okay?
What is your name?
My name is Tail. What's yours?
My name is Nyxi, and this is Rodo.
This is Rodo, huh? Can I have him?
No. But I do have, she reaches into her pockets and pulls out some shiny bits that she sometimes gives to birds and holds out her hand. If you want some, you can have some.
What are they?
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Some buttons and some couple of shiny coins.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm trying to remember if I made a picture of this character. I did not, because I am amazing. Please entertain yourselves for a moment. I need to do a quick thing.
Well, at least I didn't pull out potatoes. Or maybe I should have.
It's hard to say at this point.
East potatoes?
No. Oh, damn it.
I could use some potatoes right now. And some cider.
That's right, we still owe you some conciliatory potatoes after our last harrowing experience.
That's okay. It can wait. I wonder how the snake people are doing right now. Hopefully they enjoyed our note.
I still feel really bad that I finally found some people who know who I am, and now we've greatly upset them.
Wait a minute. Which people are you talking about?
And as you are talking, you see you see the picture there in chat. You see this guy come out of the bushes. He's maybe 2 inches tall.
Oh, hey there.
Hi.
This is the people from one of the villages.
Yeah, which one? There's two, right? There's two on
Fang.
Fang? Oh, Village of Fang, yeah. Oh, those poor people. Idiots.
Did you say those poor people?
What? No, I definitely did not say that. I said they were idiots.
Why? Why are they idiots? They were nice to us.
Yeah, funny thing about my name, I'm not an actual storyteller. It's sort of an ironic name. So, you said you wanted to talk to someone? After you rested?
After we rested, for sure.
All right.
Alright. Okay, so I said... Anyway, wait, hold on. What's in your hand here? He starts, digging around, the little pile of stuff you have in your hand, Nyxi. And he seems really interested in it, for whatever reason. He pulls out, a big, shiny, fake gold button that's, as big as he is. He sort of holds it up like a shield. Can I have this?
Absolutely.
Ah, excellent. I'm gonna become a warrior.
And he pulls out some what looks like plant strand, and he sort of makes a strap for a shield, and he puts it on real quick. Yeah.
This is
That
gonna
makes
be
you
amazing.
look mighty and taller.
He tries to. You can tell he's trying to make his voice deeper, and he's like,
I know. Alright, so, here's what's gonna happen. You all rest here, and I'll bring you to someone in the morning who will be able to assist you.
he's got this ridiculous fucking swagger. For all of his 2-inch tallness, he's, just sort of standing there, his chest puffed out. Normally he would be looking down, trying to do the chin down, eyes up look at you, but obviously you're way taller than he is, so he's having trouble rectifying the angle to make it right, but you can tell he's just trying to look really impressive.
Nyxi's gonna sit down, so they'll kind of, be a little bit, sort of. She's still taller. Wait a sec.
Great. So, you would like to rest. I promise I will guard you.
Are
Well,
you
I don't
sure we're
know.
safe?
This is the safest place in the forest.
That definitely seems to be the case. Still, I don't know if it's fair to ask you to guard us through the night. We can certainly take watches and at least help.
That's the trick of it, my mortal friend. You didn't ask. It is something I offered in exchange for this lovely piece of armor. And he holds up the button. Rest away. Shoo.
And he like makes a shooing motion at all of you.
So who's setting up the tent?
I'll set up the tent.
Oh, right. About that. So the spikes are over there. He points to a nearby bush.
Well, thank you.
Marcus will pull out the other tent and start setting it up.
And Nyxi will pull out her handy dandy bedroll.
Handy dandy bedroll. Excellent.
Cloak is a blasphemer. There is only one true bedroll. That's
It's
what
true.
I've learned.
It's true. A lesson taught by Marcus. So you can rest up easily, no problem. You can post watches if you wish. Nothing will happen. True to his word, Tail is you can actually hear him flitting about, checking on things, but you can tell that he's confident that nothing's going to bother you here. And with that, unless you have anything special you want to do, we'll just have you wake up in the morning.
I don't have anything.
Either.
Okay. Great. Now, where did I put my map? There it is. Okay, so after you wake up in the morning, you see Tail sitting on top of one of your tent posts. And he says, after you all wake up, he says,
All right. Come with me if you would.
and you pick up your tents and all of your things, and what he does here is something odd. So like he does an odd series of steps through the clearing. So he'll walk 4 feet around the edge of the oak, take a left turn at 90 degrees, walk another 2 feet, and he say, "Make sure you follow me." Exactly. And he just does this very intricate pattern around the oak. And as he is walking and as you're following him, the forest starts to get darker. The greens turn to purples. And you see motes of light and dust floating in the air. The insects, some of the insects in the clearing seem to grow larger, some of them smaller. There are beautiful purple flowers with yellow centers in the area as well. You'll notice I've changed the map. You're at the bottom left of said map. And Tail says, "Go."
Go to the northwest here. Oh, sorry, northeast. Go to the northeast. There you will find the one who will answer your questions. And I can go about my day. So there anything you need from me before you go?
Oh, thank you. Could you tell us the name of the person we can get the answers from, or what kind of being they might be? Are they like you or someone else?
Well,
I'm surprised you don't know this, alright? She's called the Briar Queen.
Do I know anything about dryads at all?
make a nature check.
While he's doing the nature check, the map isn't loading for a bunch of us.
So is it not loading, or are you looking at the wrong part? So at the bottom left of the map, most of it is Fog of War, but you should be able to see a part of it on the bottom left of the map.
Oh, that's probably the issue.
I had to scroll out to get it.
Me too.
And I rolled an 11.
Okay, you've heard stories about dryads, you know, sort of protectors of the forest. Like, you've never met one. You don't know if they're actually real, but you've heard a lot of stories about them. You know, they're not necessarily bad or good. They're mostly just about, you know, protecting their forests and making sure everything is fine in their particular realms. Is everyone's map okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, let me know. So you're on sort of a path right now that is, there are a few rocks on the path. There's some moss going on, but it's all sort of purple tinted and toned. And it almost, even though it's early morning, it feels like a cool night right now.
Pretty much I feel at home here.
Yeah, you do. You look up and it's not a starry sky. It's sort of a dimmed morning, overcast.
And is there a giant lightning bug in front of us?
They're floating around. So the bugs you see are actually, like, that one's literally probably 5 feet long.
No.
Yep, and it's just like
A lot of bugs.
like the massive wings just fly by and it lands on a flower, and
But they don't appear to be like aggressive or...
no, they're not hostile.
Oh, that's nice.
I've never
That
seen
thing
you
is
like.
bigger than me.
Everything's bigger than you, Nyxi.
Not what's his name?
Beacon?
Sure.
Right, yes. I am not bigger than Nyxi.
Nyxi looks over to see if Tall is still there.
It's a tail, and
A tail.
a small rock hits you in the forehead.
I'm sorry. But you're very mighty with that new weapon. Shield.
In the distance, you hear,
You're damn right I
Oh, that's great.
okay, what do? You have a path before you. What's going on?
Arathis, can
Yes.
you navigate us through this really, really weird environment?
Not weird. It's beautiful. But yes, I can. Where are we going?
Tail said northeast.
All right. Did you want me to track northeast, or go ahead of the group and scout, or just guide us that way?
I don't know, but we're in the Feywilds or something, and I think we should be careful.
Likely. All right. I will. I'll stay about maybe within sight of the group, but I will scout ahead northeast.
Wait a second. Hang on. Have you heard of the Feywilds?
Oh, have I? Or how much do I know of the Feywild?
You can make either an Arcana check or a Nature check, whichever you would like to do, whichever's better for you.
Either one are the same. Let's see. I rolled an 8.
You've heard of it. You don't know much about it. You know that it's like the what you've heard of it is like it's a magical place, but beyond that, you don't know much.
Well, oh, please go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that being a magic user, I was wondering if it might be helpful if I made an Arcana check to see what I know.
You are certainly allowed to do so if you like.
That sounds wonderful. I believe I will. I know 18 things about the Feywild.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but you did roll an 18. So you definitely know that the Feywild is... it's one of those planes that is similar to the Shadowfell. It's like almost like a mirror of the Prime Material plane, which is where you are now, right? But the Feywild is known for being obviously wild and Fey. So, you know, it's a place where nature is at its most extreme and best or worst in whatever that can mean.
Okay. Well, yeah, the Feywild is somewhat like the Shadow Plane, where it is sort of a reflection of our more familiar plane of existence, and things tend to be a little more amplified here as far as nature is concerned. So things could be really good, or things could be far worse. So we should probably, I think that staying within sight of each other is very wise. And of course, our resident ranger, expert tracker, Arathis, you would probably be best qualified to lead us through.
But Arathis, if you meet someone here, perhaps you would do best to let Beacon do the talking.
I do talk a lot.
Yes, I know, and that's the reason why we are still okay right now.
Fair enough. All right, I begin to track northeast. I'll stay within eyesight of the group.
Okay, move your token to where you would like it to be.
Okay.
I would recommend only moving about 60 feet.
See, each block is what, 5 feet?
5, yep. God, that's really pissing me off. I'm gonna refresh my browser real quick.
Whoops. There we go. Boop.
So I'm having a problem where the music pauses. Are you guys also hearing that?
I actually don't hear the music at all.
Either.
Really? Do you have your tabs muted?
No, mine's at about 35%.
Huh. Okay.
Now I'm hearing something.
Yeah, this is actually a low spot in the music as well. Whatever, we can diagnose it later. It's all good. Cool. So you moved. It seems that the area opens up quite a bit. Looks like you're coming into a what looks like a large clearing. The mist in the area is sort of preventing you from seeing super far. And just like before, like the large insects are just, buzzing around, doing their thing, going about their lives. They don't seem particularly hostile. The plants here are massive and gorgeous. But you're looking at them and you're like, well, some of those are probably deadly too, so maybe don't touch them.
You know, I'm like, don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Yeah.
But as we go, can I kind of use my low light vision to maybe draw the light from the insects around if they're like lightning bugs? I mean, to be able to maybe guide us in the direction. It's hard to.
Can you explain a bit more what you mean by that?
Now, you said that the fog in the area was difficult to pierce through. Can I maybe kind of focus on the insects lighting the path and maybe just continue to discern our path, you know, straight? Because I want to guide them straight northeast without, you know, diverting off the path or being any, you know, guiding them into a bear trap or anything like that.
Okay, make a nature or arcana check, whichever one you like.
Okay. I am 12 arcana.
Okay, great. So what you do here is you're focusing on what you want so much that you actually realize that you're exerting your will on the area around you, which is odd to you because that's not how things work normally. But you realize it's happening, and some of the bugs actually line themselves up in a path that goes directly northeast.
Huh. All right. I follow that path and I continue on.
Okay, great. You do. Go ahead and move another 60 feet.
I think I originally moved 30 feet. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Whatever you want to do. Okay, great. You notice the cool token animations that move the token along the line that you made? Pretty cool, right?
Very impressive.
Those are pretty sweet, yeah.
Questline is cool. Anyway. Awesome. So you did that. And as you move up, assuming that your friends are coming along with you, the mist clears suddenly. And you can see the entirety of the area.
That's cool.
This is so pretty.
And what you see ahead of you in the clearing, apart from the giant buzzing bugs, are 6 beasts, probably 10 feet tall at the shoulder, 4-legged. They look very much like a cross between a boar and a wolf, but they're made out of. Looks like they're made out of vines, like purple vines, and they have like thorns sticking out of all of everything. On top of that, you see in the center of that, actually, what you see there is the Briar Queen herself. Let me get you a picture of her.
That is such a cool looking token.
Yeah, it is really cool.
No, that's not how I need to share it. There we go. Share to chat. So you should be able to click on that picture, and it'll make the picture a little bit bigger, so for you to be able to see.
Beacon, you got this, buddy?
I think we're gonna find out.
She might be a little bit thorny.
Ooh.
Don't worry, Beacon, we're right behind you.
You got this.
Yeah.
I will move. I will move into the clearing with my hands out. In a non-threatening manner, I'll stand at the edge, let them see me.
Okay, you do, without a problem. It is clear that they see you. The 3 briar beasts that are closest to you sort of hunch down, not in a "I'm going to pounce" manner, but in a I'm ready to do something if you do manner. The Briar Queen seems to be lounging on her, throne of thorns and trees and all of that. She is actually probably about 30 feet tall. Just to give you an idea of the scale. So your entire body maybe comes up to her ankle. Or, sorry, maybe her lower calf.
Okay. I try to keep my fear down.
Mm-hmm. She seems to be sitting there, aware of your presence and not moving, staring at you coolly.
Matron, may we speak with you?
I am not your matron.
Of course.
I kind of reach back and push Beacon forward.
Of course, apologies. We just don't know exactly how to address you, and we certainly want to show the respect due. We've come from a fairly long way, and we are looking for a ruin that was rumored to be in the Snakewood, and someone that we've met along the way directed us here that we might ask you if you might know where that ruin might be.
Who was it that directed you to me?
A very jovial young person. I believe they called themselves Tail.
Tail. Troublesome as ever. I will consider answering your questions. However, all transactions have a price.
I understand.
Nyxi looks at her. She still kind of has some of the buttons in her hands, and she puts them in her pocket. A price?
I don't think a button will do it. 1 sec.
We will conduct a transaction of questions for questions answered. You have asked me one. If you are worthy, I will answer it. But I will ask the next question, and you will answer it. Do you understand?
I do. That seems fair.
Okay, someone roll a d10 for me. I'll go with the first one. All right, we're going to do.
You keep it, but it never ages. Once shared, it is gone forever. What is it?
I whisper into Beacon's ear. Time.
Sounds about is it time?
It is not time.
Fair enough. Okay.
Is it a moment, Beacon?
Their turn. And the Briar Beast leaps at you.
Sorry, the Briar Beast leaps at you. Let's do some initiative.
Uh-oh.
But let me make an encounter first. Because I forgot to do that, because I'm awesome. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're going to go back. Activate. Start call. There we go. Initiative. Fight, fight, fight. Let's do this. I would also like to remind you that you have a destiny point available should you need it. All right. So it is after the beast has leapt. It seems to have caught you by surprise, not like mechanical surprise, but nah, it's just going first. So it leaps. This beast, which is probably 10 feet long and 5 to 6, maybe 8 feet wide at the shoulder, leaps toward Arathis and Beacon. Trying to take a bite out of your face, Arathis. Not really your face, but you know how it is. So it's going to try to claw you first.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Okay, it's going to try again. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, you take 7 slashing damage.
I'm getting a weird echo from someone.
Okay, keep an eye on the borders in Discord. That's usually the best way to catch that. Beacon, it tries to bite you. Does a 19 hit?
I'm pretty sure that surpasses my armor class. Yes, that definitely does.
Okay, great. So Arathis, you'll take 7 points of slashing damage. Beacon, you'll take 3 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled. It has you in its mouth.
Oh, that's very forward.
That's going to be it for it. Beacon, it's your turn. You can certainly try to escape if you wish, or do other stuff.
So, if I'm grappled, would I be able to make a melee attack, or am
Absolutely.
I just okay? Then
You can also cast spells. You can do pretty much everything. The only thing you can't do is move.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to move because I am in a tree dog's mouth. This is very strange. So I am going to explain to this briar beast that it is entirely too close to me, and I am going to do that by using my words. The particular words I'm going to use are shocking grasp.
Shocking and grasp.
Yes. So I have 7 shocks to apply to my grasp.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's just wiggling you around too much in its mouth, and you just can't seem to catch purchase, and by the time you are almost about to, your spell fades.
Fair enough. Someone please get me out of this.
Translation, you missed.
Yes, of course. So I don't imagine there's very much else I can do since I can't move.
Correct.
So let me just... Oh, my God. But what I can do is I can use my healing light to try to help to try to help Arathis out. And I'm going to use 2 of my dice pool, and I'm going to roll.
Hey, Arathis.
6s.
1 second, dude. So, Arathis, you typed in -7 in your damage thing. That makes you dead.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know how to fix it.
There you go. It's all set now. You got to do the math yourself.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I was like, why is he
Okay.
dead?
Oh my god, I was like, yeah. Okay, he's not as bad off as I thought he was. I think I'm going to hold off on spinning up the healing just yet. So I'm just going to be I'm just going to be ragdolled by this briar beast for the moment, and hopefully someone can come along and save me, and I'll hit my checkbox.
Okay, sounds good. Arathis, it's your turn.
Okay, so I see Beacon is in dire straits, being held by the mouth of this thing.
He is.
Okay. All right, I will aim for the mandible. Like, I mean, does it have a defined like jawbone or something like that?
It doesn't. It doesn't conform to like normal animal physiology, but you know, it has a face and it has jaws. You can, make a guess.
Okay, well, I'll make the best guess, and I'll take a shot right here so it releases him. I will go ahead and initiate my my Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
and I will take a shot.
Let me get Nyxi in here. It looks like we forgot to get her in here somehow.
I think I forgot to hit something.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Hold on.
Okay.
Should be in there now.
I think I forgot to hit join the fray. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, that's fine. You're in there now. You're good. Okay, so Arathis, you rolled a 24.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. It definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage too.
All right. Go to that, and then the Zephyr. Okay, so together it's going to be a 13.
Okay.
And hopefully it that's enough to get Beacon loose. That's all I can do this round.
Unfortunately, it's not. So you fire your arrow, and it lodges itself deep in the jawline of, or what you perceive to be the jawline of this beast. And for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to be having much of an effect, other than, like, you definitely did a lot of damage, but it doesn't change the creature's intention any.
All right, I mean that's all I can do. So I'm gonna hit that check mark.
All right, Marcus, your turn.
Okay, Marcus is going to square up with it.
Yeah, get square.
Damn it! I'm gonna be so mad if the answer is a secret. And he rages and just like takes a full overhead swing chop into the Briar Beast.
Do it. You swing at the thing. Your axe sort of skips off the surface of its skin. Its barky skin.
Darn it, kind of regretting not doing reckless attack, but that's okay. He's still pissed about the whole riddle thing. And that will be it.
Okay. If you're done, hit that check mark. Nyxi, your turn.
So Nyxi kind of looks it over and she's like, thorns, bramble, fire. How about a firebolt? Maybe not.
You aim your firebolt, and it sees it coming and ducks underneath it, and the firebolt goes high into the sky. Unfortunately, you missed.
She hears Roto squeak in the bag like, how could you? And that's it.
All right. Beacon, with you in its mouth, it doesn't need to make a hit roll as it chomps down harder,
Ow.
doing 5 points of piercing damage.
Ugh.
Arathis, having struck it with an arrow, it tries, with Beacon in its mouth, like, tries to claw you twice as well.
Ooh,
Does a 15 hit.
it does.
Okay, you'll take 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And the 5 will definitely miss. It's a natural 1. So, you are not hit a second time.
Real quick question about the damage table here. So once I apply the damage, I just put the 4 points of damage and then hit apply, and it should.
How are you doing that? So you're hitting the heart. So the way I usually do it is I just subtract the damage from the number and then edit the number.
Okay.
I've never really tried the apply damage thing. So go ahead and try it and see how it goes.
That's what got me to the -7.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if you just hit that little minus heart and just type in the number with no minus, then it subtracts from your total. Like when I got 5 points of damage just now, I hit the little red heart with the minus. I type in 5 and hit apply, and now I'm down to 10.
Okay,
Yeah,
that works.
and it put me at 7 instead of 14. So, or 7 and 4 instead of 21.
We'll have to work it out later, but for now you can just edit the number and, do the math that way. I don't want to get caught up on questline mechanics. Cool. So that's the end of its turn. Beacon, you're next.
Ooh,
You are in
I
its mouth.
sure would like to not be in this this creature's mouth, so I'm going to give this one more shot. Going to try diplomacy one more time.
Electric diplomacy.
Yes, electric diplomacy.
Okay.
As soon as I can find it on my character sheet. Where'd it go? Oh, firebolt. Shocking grasp. Here we go. Big money, no whammies, and all right. I have 20 grasps to with which to shock this individual that has me in its mouth.
Okay. So you use your diplomancy. And go ahead and do damage.
All right. I have done 8 lightning damage.
8 lightning damage. Fortunately, wood is not the best conductor of electricity, and you lucked out this time. But you did do a lot of damage to it.
Please let me go, sir. Zap.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's still standing. It looks. It's steaming. Where you burned it, but you have not. You have not tried to get out of the grapple.
No. Oh, that is a specific thing that I have to do. And I don't imagine that's like something along the lines of movement. That would be something I do instead of attacking.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
But fortunately, you've all done a lot of damage to it at this point, and it's looking pretty haggard.
Then I'm done for now, since I cannot move.
Arathis, your turn.
All right, I will Hunter's Mark, and I will take another shot. I guess Beacon's still held.
So before you do that, and this is actually something that I missed last time, you're at point blank range, so you are at disadvantage for range attacks.
That's right. Okay. Well, then I'll sling the bow, and we'll go ahead and yank the short sword. And I will engage melee.
Oh, it's never been seen.
What?
He's so scared of doing it.
1 second here. Okay, I will still Hunter's Mark since it still applies.
Yep.
All right, and I will take a swipe at it with my my blade here. Hold on just a second.
Get stabbity.
Yes. A 17.
Yep, that hits.
Alrighty. That.
9 points of piercing damage. Well done. All right, so it falls down, and its form sort of crumples to the ground, and there's just this big pile of brambles. Beacon, you slam to the ground. You don't take any damage, but you are, dropped from a height of about 3 or 4 feet and land on your back.
Ow. Thanks, y'all. Sorry, Bush.
Why are you apologizing to it? It attacked us.
It did, but I feel like it was some part of the transaction. I don't know. I just felt like apologizing.
Oh, you
I
mean
went with
because
it.
we got the answer wrong? It was probably secret, but we didn't consult the other people, and then you got bit?
Secret! That sounds like an even better answer. I'm not good at riddles.
Secret is the correct answer.
Hey!
All right, so it's all about Marcus right now.
No. I think that we should consult each other before we say final answer. That's the whole point of the group quiz. Anyways.
Yeah, Beacon.
You're right, Marcus. I should have asked you. I apologize.
You don't need to apologize. You're the one that got bit by a giant tree being.
True, but apparently that is... I have to accept my... I have to accept responsibility for my role in being bit by a giant tree being.
You did, by getting bit.
If your bickering is complete, you've earned a story.
Oh.
Nope.
Thank you, and sorry for the bickering. Please, go on.
Once, long ago, there was a village of mortals that lived on the outskirts of my wood. Rats were devouring their crops, and they couldn't seem to get rid of them, so they turned to the forest for its bounty. In their desperation, they took too greedily from my forest, which offers much. I, the Briar Queen, appeared to them and said, "You delve into my forests too deeply. You cut down my friends, the trees. You take the fruit and the nut and the animals. I am here to punish you. But know that I am not without mercy. I do see your plight, and I shall offer you my aid if you will but accept it." And they did, happily. So bleak was their outlook, and with a wave of my hand I changed them forever. No longer could they eat of grains, or vegetables, or fruit. They would forever subsist on the rats that plagued their village. And over time, their forms would twist and change to that of the serpent. And that is the story you have won with your fight. It is your turn for a question. You get one, and one only.
Thank you very much for that kind offer. Please, if you don't mind, we'd like to confer amongst ourselves just to make sure that we do ask the right question and don't waste your time.
consultation with your companions is wise, and I endorse it.
Thank you. Alright, so I'll turn to my cohort and say, so it seems like we know the fate of the people of Fang now, but that still doesn't get us any closer necessarily to the ruin or the shadow nexus that we came here to find.
I mean, do you think there would be a problem if we just asked or asked either for the location or to be brought to the ruin?
I don't. I did ask about, or I guess rather than, I guess I didn't necessarily ask about the, oh wait, did we ask about the snake people? Because I don't remember doing that, but I've recently spent a lot of time in the mouth of a dog tree, so my recollection of recent events may be a little harried? I'm not sure.
I don't think we asked. I just think that we earned a tale and an answer to a question. Does anyone else remember it differently?
I don't.
I think I get it.
So maybe we can ask for a guide to the ruins?
Yeah, that sounds fair. Is everybody on the same page? Should we ask for a guide to the ruins?
Sure.
Because if we ask if there are ruins here, then we're kind of out of a question.
Right.
Alright, go for it, Beacon.
Oh, here we go. So I'll turn to the Dryad Queen and all the bush monsters and say, Your Grace, I'd like to know. Well, it's my understanding that there is a ruin in the Snakewood that contains a shadow nexus, and I would like to know if you could provide us any sort of guide that would allow us to find that ruin and that shadow nexus.
I offer you this one bit of wisdom. Be careful with your wording on questions. For I am Fae, and I will hold you to it. However, I am not without mercy, and I will answer your question with the intent that it was asked, rather than the letter of it. If you wish a guide to the ruin, the place where the forest is darkest, I can provide one. And if you are worthy, I will.
Thank you for your consideration.
And now I have a question for you. Please someone roll a d10.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? Please?
Sorry, my bad. Someone please roll a d10.
Oh! Okay. Oh.
40 white horses on a red hill. They champ, they stamp, and then stand still. What am I?
Pardon me for just a second. I need to consult with my cohort here.
Hey Darren, would you? Sorry, Rage. Would you mind saying that without the voice mod? It's kind of hard to hear the riddle.
Deal with it, bitch. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean that. It's 40 white horses on a red hill. They champ, they stamp, and then stand still.
Thank you.
The Briar Queens.
This one really has me stumped.
Go ahead.
This one really has me stumped, everyone.
I haven't a clue.
So 40 white horses on a red hill. Is there anything red that has 40 white things on top of it that I'm gonna get bit again, aren't I?
The Red Wedding?
Is there anything any of us could roll to help get us a clue?
Yeah, we'll do a group intelligence check. So everyone do an intelligence check on this one.
Okay.
And remember that you also have a destiny point.
23.
Nice, Nyxi. Okay, so that's 3 successes with a natural 20, making it 4 successes. Nyxi, it comes to you right away. You know it's teeth. Marcus and Beacon, it takes you a little longer. And Nyxi pipes up and says, "Oh, it's teeth." And you're like, "Oh, yeah, I totally knew it was teeth."
Because I'm gonna get bit. That makes perfect sense.
So Roto comes out and he kind of nibbles at Nyxi's arm, and she's like, "Guys, teeth."
Oh, guys, it's teeth! Oh, you just said that.
Well, I mean, that only makes sense. I'm going to get jumped on by another one of these things. But
Barathas still doesn't get
I
it.
think
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, what? Teeth? What?
I think that's a solid answer. If you all think the same, then I could give that to our host.
You hear Roto squeak. Yeah, Roto agrees.
All right, here we go.
On this road.
I turn and say, esteemed host, I believe the answer is Hold on a second. I'll turn back to him, back to my family, and say, is it teeth or is it a mouth? Or is that close enough?
I'd give him this clueless look, like...
It's teeth. It's definitely teeth.
Fair. It is the 40 white horses on the Red Hill, not the Red Hill itself. Okay, here we go. Going for it. Esteemed host, I apologize for keeping you waiting. I believe the answer that you were looking for is teeth.
She, her form sways back and forth for a moment.
Correct. It is your turn.
Pardon me for just a moment. I turn to the party and say, do we have any other questions for the great and powerful over here, other than the guide that she's decided to provide for us for the trip to the ruin?
It appears that she's requesting us to ask direct questions. Why not just ask her where it is? Instead of asking her if she will guide us there or if she will tell us where it's at, just tell her or just ask her, where is it? How do we get there?
Yeah. You can do that. Everybody else good with that?
The more words we put into it, the more confusing it gets, the more
Yeah, man,
twisted
that's absolutely
that
true.
she can place in the answer. So, I mean, direct is the answer for me.
Does anyone have the map? Maybe she can tell us on the map where it is, like X marks the spot or something.
Or just ask her where it is.
Okay.
All right.
As you're discussing that, you can see her brow furrowing slightly. Her massive brow just turning inward.
Like a heart?
Nope.
No.
So I will turn and say, sorry to waste your time. I do have another question, though it may negate the need for my initial question earlier, and that is, how do we get to the ruin in the Snakewood?
You have already asked, and I agreed to show you via a guide. Do not waste my time or your questions, mortal.
Understood. I apologize for wasting your time. One
Do you
moment.
think we should ask them if they know who is trying to open up these shadow nexuses?
Now, that hadn't occurred to me. Wow. Yeah, you know what? This individual might have a lot of knowledge around.
Right, but we gotta be careful how we phrase it. Not, do you know? Or it's like, we want the name of whoever is blank and blank.
That's not a question. That's a demand.
You understand the sentiment, Arathis, or do you want to mess up the question?
That's not a question. That's a demand.
Arathis,
Yes.
do you want to waste the question, or do you want to be actually asking what you need?
But that is not a question. You've
Then make it a
demand.
question.
She's gonna
I
get mad, guys.
We'll
Let's
make it a
ask.
question. Esteemed host, not terribly long ago, a shard of a mirror was stolen from the Temple of Saloon, where in Greenest, where we've come from. Do you know of an entity that might go so far as to steal that sort of artifact? No.
Yes,
I'm bad at this.
there are many. Mankind, the elves, humans, orcs, demons, the list goes on. It is now my turn.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of room can you never enter?
fair question. Let me consort with my fellows. So I'll turn to the party and say, I am really bad at riddles, and while this entity...
It's a mushroom.
That makes so much sense now that you say it out loud.
But wait, if anyone has a better one, they should consult first.
How did we come to mushroom?
Nyxi looks at Roto and he's like,
I can definitely deliver that answer. I think that the next question that we ask should probably be, may we go now? But for now, if we're all in agreement, I will turn to the very large entity over there and deliver this answer. Understood. All right. So I turn to the Briar Queen and say, gracious host, I believe the answer you are looking for is a mushroom.
That is correct.
Good. I'm glad.
It is your turn. I have not been entertained in a long, long time.
Pardon me for just a moment. Turns back to the party and says, y'all, I really think we should go. I don't feel like I know enough to ask the right questions here. And I don't necessarily want to get chewed on anymore. But I want to make sure that if anyone has any good ideas for questions to ask this very powerful individual over there, then we should probably get those questions answered while we're here.
Keep in mind.
I mean, she just said that she hasn't been entertained in a very long time, so I don't think we're wearing out our welcome. And also, if you want me to take over saying stuff on the chance that we get chewed on, I can do it. I just thought you were the most careful with your words here.
I'm trying, but I don't know that I'm doing a good job at the moment. But
You're doing fine.
Okay.
Do you want to swap out regardless?
No, I can keep going unless you particularly want to. I'm not as worried about me getting chewed on as I'm worried about getting chewed through and then things chewing on you.
Which is why I'm volunteering in case, because I am more capable of taking chewing. Anyways, but I'm also saying, when are we going to get this opportunity again? We have a lot of unanswered questions, and this person might be able to actually help us as long as we don't wear our welcome.
Fair. Okay.
Keep in mind, the longer that we play this game, the more that we pay. And that payment could be in the form of one of our lives.
So far, so good, but there's also things that we can do, like ask if there's a way that we can get the Village of Fang back to where they are. Like, what can we do to, what can happen so they are reverted back to normal?
What does that have to do with our quest?
It has to do with being kind and taking an opportunity to help people.
But we have a duty to Saloon.
And we can do two things at once when we have an opportunity.
I understand the need to be kind, but that does not forward our progress.
And neither was going to the Goblin encampment, but we did it anyways.
Well, that furthered our progress.
How?
They're dead.
And how did that help Saloon?
She would want them dead.
So, rather than pontificating on what the great goddess Saloon wants or does not want for random goblins in the wood, what if I asked our hosts there what their advice might be for determining where the shard went, who has it. I feel like
The
I'm
name of the
failing.
entity behind it?
Or who has it would be a good question. That's very
Yeah.
direct.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
who is responsible for doing this thing that we're going on a quest for? I mean, so we know who our enemy is.
Who thinks we're not worthy?
Oh, that's an easy question. Many people think we're not worthy.
I feel like that's going to be similar to
Let's see, there's
who
Bob.
would have been interested in taking the.
Did you just say there's mom?
And I just said there's Bob and
Oh, I
there's
thought you said
John
like
and-
there's mom. She doesn't think I'm worthy.
I think that maybe the question that I could get an answer to would be, how would you go about tracking down the entity responsible for stealing the shard? That would at least give us, some sort of new perspective on where or not where, but how to track the shard.
It's a very general question, though. I mean,
It is.
it could cover many things, and I'm not opposed to showing kindness to others, but also we need to be practical. If we're given so many choices, which could result in any of our deaths, is what I'm thinking of. I do not want to put any one of you in danger, and I am not opposed to doing what Marcus is saying. Please don't take that way.
Oh, I am taking it that way. Here's the thing. We can get unlimited questions if we're careful, and I'm willing to risk my life over this. Let me take the responsibility if you don't want to.
No, I am not willing to sacrifice your life for this.
I am willing to sacrifice my life. It's my life and my choice, and no one, not even my own brother, is going to tell me what I can and cannot do to help another person. Never again.
Blame you. I'm
Guys,
just
we
wondering.
better decide. Because I don't, furrowed brow, thorn lady, we should probably be quick.
I agree. Perhaps we should let Marcus take over.
Nyxi, make a perception check for me.
Five.
Okay, that's actually good enough. So, as you're sort of watching them argue and looking back at the Briar Queen, and watching them argue and looking back, you notice that the base of her briary area has expanded a little bit.
She tugs on Marcus's sleeve and is like, guys, and then she kind of looks at Beacon and nudges him, and she's like, guys, the thorns are coming at us. They're getting bigger. We need to either get the heck out of here or ask her a question now.
Okay.
Marcus,
What can be done to have the Village of Fang go back to their forms prior to them meeting you?
The Village of Fang needs to remember the deal they made. The Village of Fang is required to pay proper respect to the Fae. people have forgotten.
I understand. Thank you for the answer.
It is now my turn. I shine brightest in the dark. I am there but cannot be seen. To have me costs you nothing. To be without me costs you everything. What am I?
Marcus, are you going to speak? I think it's hope.
I'm gonna talk to you all first before we come up with an answer.
Right, but I mean, who's answering this is what I'm asking.
I can answer it. That's fine.
I believe it to be hope.
Hope shines brightest in the darkness. Can't live without it. What was the other part of the question?
Rach, can we get a repeat?
No.
Oh, okay.
So to have me costs nothing, but not to have me costs everything.
Can we do a check, like an intelligence check, to see if our characters kind of like think that?
Sure. Give it a try. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a group check. Harder to do this time. Yeah, unfortunately you can't, just not, you don't know. You don't know if hope is the right answer or not. If you're speaking, I think you're muted.
I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, you know what? It's okay if it's wrong. I'm okay with fighting one of these things.
Be careful, they're very bitey.
I think it's hope.
That is correct.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you. One moment, please. Okay. Maybe one more question. One more question. If we can't think of any more questions we want, and then I'll very politely leave. Ask us if we can leave.
Okay. What other question do you want to ask the giant tree person?
I just wanted to make sure nobody had any pressing questions we wanted to ask, especially with what we've known from Saloon, or maybe we can ask for if we were short of that, we could always ask for a friendly invitation to come back if we have any more questions. Does that sound reasonable?
How bad does Beacon look off as far as health goes?
I'm okay.
Click his token.
Oh, well, no, I meant visually. I mean, since I'm not a healer and I can...
Yeah, click his token. And you can look at the bottom left.
He's bleeding.
Yeah, well, so are you.
Also, we've got 2 destiny points now, guys. 2!
Wow, thank you so much.
Just sitting there,
Yes,
waiting to be used.
What about asking what weapons are useful or magic in the Shadow Realm, since we have to go there eventually?
Oh, I mean, primarily light, honestly. But kind tree person may have more insight than I might have. What was just reading, they may have, first-hand knowledge of it, so probably wouldn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, because
knowing.
we have our beacon of light, but all I have is shocking grasp and fire.
I have neither.
I'm okay asking that question if Arathis is okay with it.
I have no problems. I just don't really have input, so I'm grasping at twigs at the moment.
Phrasing.
Other than the usage of light, is there any particular type of ability to harm or a weapon that would be extra effective against the beings of the Shadow Realm?
It is true that radiance is the most effective. However, if you are in the Shadow Realm itself, summoning such radiance may prove difficult. For you will be far from your source of power. There are no other specific methods of harming creatures that I can think of. Nothing specific to all beings of the Shadowfell. Even radiance may falter.
Thank you for that information.
You are welcome. I recognize your desire to depart, though I would continue this game if you wish. How do you wish to proceed? For I will not take one's free will from them.
Thank you. Let me consult with my family. So other than me wanting to ask if we could have an invitation back here, should we have any more questions at some point, I don't know what else to ask. Thoughts?
I just don't want to put any of you in danger. That is my only concern. And the farther we play this game or push our luck, the more apt that may be.
This whole quest is a danger.
Yes, but we have control of this one.
This is part of helping us solve our overall quest.
Granted. But we can choose not to go this route and ask further questions and place ourselves in needless danger if we can control it.
That's why I'm asking, do we have any current questions? Otherwise, I would like to ask the question of having an open invitation for the future, should we have more things to ask.
I
Well,
don't...
Grant. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying that I don't. But you were saying something.
No, I don't either. I'm just saying that if we ask her another question, she will take another opportunity to ask us a question that we will have to solve.
Yes, that's the point of this. Nyxi, do you have a question you want to answer?
Hey, why don't you guys just follow me? Unless you got something you want to talk about. Let's just go. And then,
And tail pops out of the bushes once again. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, tricky lady. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please, you were talking. Go ahead.
How is your shield working for you?
I don't know yet. I haven't gotten in a fight. So, you wanna fight?
Maybe not right now. I think we're good. But I think you're good too.
I'm great. Ask anybody. Anyway, the lady here sent me to be a guide to wherever you want to go. So you want to go to the dark place in the forest? I'll bring you there.
Beacon, I think we should go.
I also think we should go.
But I will not deny Marcus his wish to ask a question if he needs to.
Does
Maybe
anyone
we-
have objections to the idea that we ask for the ability to have a friendly invitation should we have more questions in the future?
I don't.
Tell
Tell, what do you think?
orc person, come here a minute. You can come back, it's okay. I'll vouch for you. I promise, I got you back. It's gonna be okay. So, you don't want to ask too many questions of the Briar Queen all in the same place, right? Because you know how we work. We're kind of jerks sometimes. But I've got your best interests at heart, okay? Uncle Tail's gonna take care of you. You just follow me to the dark place in the forest. It's gonna be alright. I'll show you where you need to go. You'll get what you're looking for, right? You're looking for I don't know, some shiny piece of glass or something, right? So, yeah, we'll get you there, no problem. Sound good?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that sounds good. Thank you.
Now do yourselves a favor and pay respects to the Briar Queen as you leave. You know, don't be rude. I personally think it's best to leave an offering of some kind. Food, money, whatever, something that you enjoy, that is valuable to you. The higher ups, the older fae, they get really picky about that kind of stuff, so you gotta be really careful.
Wait, it's about what we enjoy as opposed to what the Briar Queen enjoys?
Yeah, that's right. It's more about you sacrificing something that you like. You know what I mean?
So Roto pops out of her bag and has this really cool button with a rhinestone on it, and then scampers over and puts it down and then comes back.
Alright, that's a start. This button was valuable to you?
Marcus pulls out his spare bar of soap and puts it down.
Tail looks you over for a moment. He just nods.
It's really good soap.
Yeah, I can smell it from here. It smells great. Anybody else?
Looking expectantly at Beacon and Arathis.
Beacon doesn't carry a whole lot. There's this tent, but I feel like if I left the tent, I would hear about it later. So, instead, I do have a bottle of ink. And I will take that bottle of ink and leave it with the other offerings.
Out of game, how actually valuable is that bottle of ink to you?
Well, I do like to write. Taking notes is pretty important. And I probably won't be able to do that for a while until I get some more ink. But I'm certainly not going to be able to take notes if I am being jostled in the jowls of one of these tree beasts. So the value proposition seems to be fairly reasonable that in order to leave this place, I'm going to give up my ability to write for a while.
Okay.
And Nyxi sees this, and she goes over and places a parchment underneath the ink.
A blank parchment?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Bill also told us that we're welcome to leave money as well.
I step forward and I bring out my very first trap because I carry it with me. I want to say this was a gift that was given to me by one of the teachers at the monastery.
Is it a bear trap?
Yes, actually. But it's mine. It's actually the one that I carry.
Okay.
So, and I mean, it has sentimental value. So I will give that up.
Before you do that, make an intelligence check.
I am 14 intelligent.
Okay, so you think about that, and you think maybe giving a trap meant to capture beings of the wild might not be a good idea to give to the creatures of the wild.
All right. She did say money, didn't she? All right, let's see here. All right. I'll toss down 5 gold.
Alright, let's get out of here. Time to go. And we're gonna take this time, since we're leaving, to take a break. It's 10 o'clock now. Guys, I'm doing so good. I'm so proud of you. But I'm gonna take we're gonna take about a 10-minute break. I gotta get up and go to the restroom and do that kind of stuff. I recommend you guys do the same. We'll be back in a couple minutes. I'll see you soon. That's right, the voice is still on. Fucking let's go. I'm a streamer, streaming like a beast. Fuck. These voices, man.
So many buttons to push on and off. God damn it. Anyway.
Mad baby don't care.
Anyway, yeah. So, we're going to take a break. I'm going to throw on some music for you folks. Hopefully you all enjoy it. Thank you all for being here today. I want you to know that I appreciate it. And we'll be back in about 10, maybe 12 minutes. Yeah. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you very much. I will be back in a bit. BRB. Hey everybody. Hey, how you doing? I'm Rage Mage. How the fuck you doing? What's going on here? You guys playing a fucking game or something, huh? Gwent. Gwent. It's just what you yell. Just yell it out loud. Thank you all for being here. Welcome back. We're gonna head into the next portion of the Moonrise at Greenest campaign. I don't know why I'm doing this in my face today. I'm doing it a lot. But here it is. It's sideways and weird. 4Hoss0312, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome. Oh, never mind. That's a bot. Pretty sure that's a bot. Pretty sure those are all bots. Can we get those banned? Thank you. Okay, so we're going to jump back into the campaign here. We are going to move to the next portion of the adventure. The party is dealt with or otherwise talked to the Briar Queen and is now about to be led by Tail, the small fae, to the next portion of the adventure.
Okay.
And we're coming back in now. Boopity boopity boo. Bibbity boppity boopity. Hibbity dibbity dibbity. Hello. I clicked the wrong thing 6 times, so that's cool. Alright, so unless you have any further questions, which I don't think you did, you're about to be led away into the forest by Tail. Is there anything going on your end that you want to talk about? Is there anything you want to do here?
No, not specifically here. Elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Is the best place to be.
It's where this. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, right? So, cool. Let's see here. I don't have a specific map for this part, so we're just gonna put you back on the old splash screen. Cool. All right. So you are led by Tail away from the Briar Queen's. We'll call it a grotto, I guess. And he leads you away to the southwest from where you were, and then he starts doing that strange sort of arcane walking pattern. And the trees become green again, and you are back in the clearing with the massive oak tree.
Alright, so we're back to your home place. So we're gonna head. Let's see where we are here. He looks up at the trees, sticks a finger in his mouth, holds it up. Yeah, okay, we gotta go this way. So right, follow me, be careful. I'm not gonna be able to steer you around dangers and things like that. I just know the basic direction of where we're going. So anything that happens to you is it's your fault. So, good times. You ready?
That's fair. If you would give me just a moment, and I'm going to touch Arathis and cast Cure Wounds.
Without consent, even?
That's a good point. You're right. I shouldn't just touch Arathis and cast Cure Wounds. That's not fair. Arathis, would you mind if I tried to heal you for a moment?
No, of course not.
Oh, all right. Then I will proceed. And I cure 11 wounds.
Ooh. Wow. All right, I'm all the way up.
That's good. Okay, now we can continue.
Clearly, I'm not doing my job. All right. So noted. No, I'm just messing.
Right. While he's touching me, I will touch him and ask him. I mean, would you mind if I return that favor?
I didn't know you could. Sure, why not?
All right, and I heal for 7.
Just bros touching bros, It's all good.
Thank you. Yes, it is all good. Thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate it.
We're embracing.
Touching me, sweet Caroline. It's so good. It's so good.
Such a clippable moment.
Ooh, nice. Good reference, Misbehave. Anyway, okay, so you touch each other and make each other very happy. And you both feel better afterward. So, you then look to Tail, and he's just sort of looking at the ground, pointedly not watching you do what you're doing. And then he's like,
Alright, it's time to go. Let's go. We're going this way. Not looking at you ever. Go. Let's go.
And so we...
And
so you do. You travel for a long time to the southwest. And what we're going to do here is something similar to what we did before. Someone should be making survival checks. I will allow people to help so that you may roll with advantage. But basically what you're trying to do here is travel a long distance in the forest without getting hurt, without stumbling on any dangers or anything like that. So you're trying to avoid things like spider traps and giant snakes in the trees and whatever, all that kind of stuff, all that kind of thing.
All right, shall I commence?
Yes, and I can help if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely accept help.
Okay.
Okay. You may make your checks with advantage. BK.
First
Okay.
one is 13.
All right, I'm going to need you to roll a d6 for me.
A D6.
Someone else that's not BK, pick odds or evens before he rolls.
Wait, oh, what? Okay, there we go.
Odds? What?
Odds, got it.
You're definitely odds.
Perfect.
Definitely odd.
Perfect. Well done. So you almost stumble into a trapdoor, like a giant trapdoor spider nest. And Nyxi points it out to you. Says, "Hey, don't step on that."
Oh, thank you.
Sage advice.
Indeed.
Well
Right,
avoided.
I moved to avoid it.
Yep, you do. You lead the party around it. And then you travel for some time, and as you're traveling, things are getting darker. The shadows seem to be thicker. The wood seems to be darker, but also the brights seem to be brighter. So, like, you know what it looks like when you're looking at the ground after a rainstorm. Like the greens are like hyper green, and the earth underneath it is like super dark black, brown. It's like that, except it hasn't rained, and nothing is wet. So like it just seems like the contrast is turned up a great deal. So so you're moving through the forest. Things are darker. The air feels heavier as you're moving, more oppressive. It's harder to breathe, a little bit harder to breathe. Arathis, go ahead and make another check with advantage for people watching out.
A 19.
Well done. You, without a problem, you recognize many different pitfalls here. Trapdoor spiders, spiders in the trees, a lot of snakes in branches, a lot of snakes that you thought were branches as you were about to touch them. Things like that. But you travel for a good long time and you avoid danger. Well done. One more roll.
Alrighty. That is a 12.
Okay. 12. Arathis, roll a d6. Marcus, pick an odd or even thing.
Even.
Even. Got it. Damn it.
It isn't even.
These mechanics suck. I'm going to make better ones next time.
Or these are great mechanics and they need no improvement.
All right, so you travel for some time and you find a small, what looks sort of like a small valley in the forest. And at the end of that valley, as you enter it, you can see the end of it is almost pitch black. And this is where Tail says,
That's what you're looking for. I gotta go. Have a good time.
and he just leaves.
But
Oh, okay, thanks for your help.
Yeah, he's like, there's a poof of glitter dust where he was. He's just not there.
Fair enough. So, looking around, are there any rocks or anything like that that I could pick up?
Oh, tons. Yeah, there's rocks, bits of plant, fallen tree. It's the forest here is thick with overgrowth. Rocks, trees, branches, whatever you want. What do you need?
I need a rock, maybe about the size of my hand, that I can pick up and
Okay.
cast a light spell on.
Okay, no problem. You find one easily. And you do. You cast your spell. It does seem a bit
Great.
subdued, though.
Fair enough. So I will take this rock and proceed towards the darkness.
Okay, you do. Boldly. I assume the rest of you are following. Nods
Yes.
all around. Got it. Okay, so you do. And as you get closer to the darkest part of this hole, which I know sounds terrible, the light continues to get more and more subdued until it eventually just goes out. But now that you're here, you can see vaguely the outline of what looks like a cave.
All right. Well, that's probably where we have to go.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
Into the dark, scary cave? Sure.
He said confidently. So, before we go, I'm going to pick up my mace and cast a light spell on it and see if that does any better.
Okay.
Which I don't know why it would, but let's give it a shot.
Well, you do. And it seems to have a lesser effect, even less than the original one did on the rock. But for now, it seems to be fine.
I'm wondering, Beacon, could you
Yes.
cast that on an arrow and have me fire it further down to where we could maybe light our path a little better?
We could give that a try. So I guess I'll stop the spell on my mace and start the spell on Arathis' arrow.
It's a cantrip,
I
right?
thought you could light up to 3 light spells at once. Light cantrips.
That is good and new information that I didn't have. But that certainly doesn't mean that it's not a part of the canon. It just means that I have no idea. But that's fine. I will continue the spell on my mace and enact a new light spell on Arathis' arrow.
So,
Right,
so technically, without getting into weirdness, you could do a bunch of different things. You could light a bunch of different stuff because it's just a cantrip, and it supposedly lasts an hour.
I do have a staff.
And if you would like that staff lit, then I am happy to light it for you. Bippity boppity boo.
Absolutely.
Okay, you all have a bunch of lit things. This place is pretty lit. My joke sucked. Moving on. So as you enter the cave, the light from all of your light spells recedes even more, so you're not going to get very much from it. Now, technically, you would normally get about 20 feet of light in the area. You're going to get about half that. Something in the area is just suppressing the hell out of any light source.
Marcus pulls out his flashing great axe. Does it seem less bright?
It does.
Okay, I feel like we're going in the right direction.
I think you're right.
So you enter the cave, and you are in what seems to be like a sort of, it's almost like a valley, 40 feet wide. Sorry, 20 feet wide, that curves around to the left. But you know that above that lip, which goes about probably 5 feet up, it flattens out again. So there are lips on either side of you, which is weird to say, I know, but here we are. This is my game, man. That's how I run it. Woo!
Tried not to be improper about this, but it was funny.
I'm an infant.
All right, I will guide us. I will guide us as best I can.
You can see better than most here. I'm not going to indicate that on the map, but you can see better than most here. Your vision is less obscured.
There we are. All right, I will stay within their ring of light so they can actually see me.
Okay.
And I'll follow pretty closely because I imagine I can probably see about as well as Arathis can.
Harder to do with a light source in your hand, but you can, yeah, it's probably about right.
And I will follow behind Beacon.
Okay, sounds good.
And Marcus will protect the tail end.
Sounds good. Okay, so as you're moving around in here, this place, and I know this is just going to go along with the horribleness, but this place is very moist. The air is thick with humidity. The ground here is covered in roots and things, all shining with moisture. Yeah, I said it. All right, let me change the map a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. Bunch of lips and moisture. Here we are in the cave. So you move forward some, and everyone make perception checks for me.
I am 14 perceptive.
Okay.
11.
15.
Beacon, I'm going to send you a private message in chat.
Okay.
Just got to remember how to do it.
Questline chat.
It was going to be questline chat. Yep, there it is.
Okay.
There we go. That's to Nyxi somehow. What the fuck? Ignore that, Nyxi. That is not for you.
I won't look at it.
That should be deleted. I think it's because that chat channel might have been for both. Yeah, that's why. See, why does it say misbehave now? That doesn't make sense. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it this way. Everyone else deafen for a moment, please. In Discord, there's a deafen button down at the bottom left.
I think we're alone now.
I think we're alone now. Okay, so as you're moving around this place and you hear the rest of your party members doing their thing and trying to be cautious, you think you hear breathing. And it's not small breathing, it's the breathing of something massive. And that's it. We're gonna undeafen after this.
Okay.
We good?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
Tucker! Tucker Krat! She's looking stuff up. Tucker! I just want to yell.
There we go.
There we go. Hey, welcome back.
All right.
Okay, so, yeah. So, Beacon, you heard what you heard. No one else heard anything. Proceed, please.
Did you hear? Are you hearing that?
Hearing what?
What are you talking about?
It sounds like breathing. really like something very large. Breathing.
You're standing too close to me. I kind of step away from him.
Fair, but I still hear it.
I don't hear what you're talking about.
Okay. If you don't hear it, then you don't hear it. And
Do you know where it's coming from?
Can you describe it? Other than just breathing.
Well, that's kind of what it sounds like, and it's coming from all around. It's just this really... I'm honestly shocked that you don't hear it. But...
What's above us, Rage? I look up.
You look up, it looks like the rest of the tunnel. It's a rounded ceiling. Make a nature check for me, please.
Righty. I am 14% natural.
Okay, that's good enough. If you had to guess, this was made... This looks like a massive snake burrow.
If I'm not mistaken, this would appear to be burrowed out by a snake or something similar, but very large. Very large. Huge. And apparently moist.
After hearing that, Nyxi kind of backs up a little bit into Marcus and kind of bumps him. Snakes?
Do you want to stay towards the back, Nyxi?
Maybe closer to you?
Okay, because I was going to volunteer to go forward in case we did run into the giant snake, but okay, this works.
If you want to go first, sure.
Okay.
I will watch our flank if you want to lead us forward, Marcus.
Sounds good.
All right. You move forward a little bit. It looks like the chamber, or rather the tunnel, curves to the west.
Actually, I'll move right here.
Beacon, do you still hear that? What you were hearing before?
Yep.
Yes.
And you can actually now that Beacon has pointed it out, and you've been in here for a while and have had some time to sort of change the way you're processing your auditory things. It definitely sounds like some just very, very large creature breathing. Very, very slowly.
Okay, I think I hear it now. Are you sure we want to keep going?
I mean, want is a strong word, but I think that our goal is forward.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see a sign that said detour, so I think we're stuck.
Yep. Again, it turns to the north, and it's even as you're walking, you're like you're all certain at this point that it is probably something snake related, just based on how it was tunneled out and how you like it. Just, I don't know, it feels snaky, which is a stupid thing to say, but all right, give me one sec, Marcus, before you move.
Is it humid in here like a herpetoриum, or?
Yes, it's very humid and warm.
Can we investigate to see if there's any like snake skulls or anything along the walls or anything?
You could look at the map that I just revealed, and that might answer some of your questions.
Oh, never mind. Oh my gosh.
So what you see in front of you it looks like a snake skeleton. As far as you can tell, it hasn't moved in a very, very long time. There's moss growing all over the bones. The bones have dirt on them. There's nothing around the base of the bones. Like the rib cage actually seems to go into the earth itself. You could pass through it easily, but it seems you could even go over it.
All right, I'm gonna go over it unless you guys want to stop for any reason. Let me know.
I mean, I want to stop, but I think that it's not really going to get us what we truly want. So I guess we're gonna go.
Okay. So how do you go about doing this?
Marcus thinks that going inside the thing is going to scare Nyxi, so he's gonna climb over it and tie off a rope at the top of the spine.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that easily.
All right, so Nyxi's gonna go over. She's gonna knock on a couple of the ribs, and then she's gonna climb up and thank Marcus.
You knock on the ribs. They're just so big, it feels like you're hitting stone. Yeah, they're so big and old.
Okay. Just making sure there's nothing in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't see anything in there. But you're going over, so. Normally I would make you do an athletics check or something like that, but it's fine. There's a rope tied. You're good.
Okay.
Beacon and Rathis, are you doing the same?
I will step through.
Okay.
Just in case, while they're climbing and whatnot, I'll step through to make sure nothing charges from the other side and whatnot.
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
All right. I am 14 perceptive.
Okay. So as you step through this, what appears to be an ancient skeleton, maybe, it looks like you could, if you really wanted to, try to follow the skeleton to its conclusion, or you could continue to take the tunnel. If you know what I mean.
Can I see them from where I'm at?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I'll advise them when we get to the other side then.
And you can step out of the other side, no problem.
And I'll follow Arathis.
Okay. Make a perception check as you go in.
I am 15 perceptive.
You get the same thing. You think you could, if you really wanted to, it'd be a pretty creepy and weird, but you could probably follow the snake spine to either end of it. Or you can continue with the tunnel, which is probably safer, but you don't know for sure.
Yeah, I think safe is probably out of the window down here. I mean, if there were windows.
I assume you saw that we could follow the carcass all the way down that way, if we wanted.
I did. Yes. That does certainly seem to be among the options that we have down here.
Neither route would be safe, I'm assuming, but this would probably be the safer of the unsafe routes. That makes sense.
It does.
So Marcus will pull up the rope and toss it on the other side for Nyxi to climb down.
Okay, sounds good. The rope has been tossed. Nyxi, you are safe to go as you choose.
And she climbs down the rope and pats Marcus on the... I was going to say shoulder, but she's not that tall. pats him on the hip and says, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
And once Nyxi climbs off, he's gonna undo the rope and free climb down.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So for reference, the spine is actually probably like 15 feet above you, 15 feet from the ground. So you cover a good part of that, but like you still have to do some climbing to get up there and get through it. It's not a difficult thing. You got it. No problem. All right, let me open this up a bit. That's the sound it makes, by the way. It's not, though. I lied to you.
It's so weird.
Yeah, there you go. Wait, no, Rage Mage, don't be dumb. Wait, there you go. So again, it moves to the north, and it looks like it's curving again to the west. Some sort of crazy S pattern. Weird.
Okay, so I'm gonna
So
move.
odd. I'm having
Move
trouble.
up this way while they're climbing down and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Tucker.
Oh, no worries. I was just gonna say I'm having trouble clicking on my token because I keep clicking on your tokens instead.
Yeah, you got to be careful when stacking tokens. All right, time for me to open stuff up. So it looks like the tunnel curves that way a bunch, and you see more. What do I call this? Snakington? Snakeaton? Skelisnake. I don't know. My jokes are lame. Just play the game. Snakeator. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to expedite this a little bit, just because there's not a lot here. Trying to build a little suspense. Don't think it worked, so I'm just going to open up a bunch of stuff. We'll get you to this point right here. Since you didn't take the snake tunnel, which is fine, nothing wrong with that. You can hear the drip of water nearby. And you can absolutely move through all of that with no issue. And get yourselves to about here on the map. In fact, I'll just put you there if you don't mind.
Sure. I don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
That looks so cool.
That is cool. It's very cool.
Whee!
All right, so you get to this point and you see, it looks like something might have made its residence here at some point. The area is actually lit, weirdly, somehow, by a strange sort of phosphorescence, like a weird orangish phosphorescence. And you see it to the south, a massive, massive snake skull.
Dude.
And in a massive, massive snake skull with its mouth open. The fangs of this snake are probably 3 feet long. You can see, actually make a perception check for me. Oh, holy shit, Starcross Mage, another destiny point. That's 3 for the night. We gotta use those up.
2.
2, okay. 21, awesome. Arathis, you see, and only Arathis, you see something twinkling in one of the eyes of the snake. Or the long dead snake.
Okay, I pointed out to everybody. Do you see that? That twinkle.
See what?
Yeah, none of you see it.
I start walking forward.
All right, go ahead and walk forward, man. Do it up. Do it to it, man.
Is it which side is it on? I guess if I'm facing it right or my left.
It's on your right side, so it's on the left side of the map.
Okay. All right, I will walk to that, say right up here, and see if I can actually tell details or any kind of physical attributes.
From your angle, it's actually like 20 feet above you because of the massive, massive snake jaw just open. You can't really see it anymore.
Can I go into the jaw and maybe climb well, actually, could I climb the exterior relatively easily?
You could try to get around to the side of it and make a climb to try and get it. Sure.
All right, we'll do that. I don't have climbing. Would that be in athletics or?
It's athletics without any assistance. It's athletics. Yep.
Okay. I am 11. Athletic.
11 athletic. Okay, so you start to climb up on this thing, and you like put your hands on it. And it's weird, wet bone, which is uncomfortable to touch. And as you do,
oh no.
Who has come to wake me? You tickle my bones, disturb my rest. Ha ha ha, thirst. Who has come to slake thee?
so as you touch it, it starts to speak, and its mouth starts moving up and down, and you are thrown to the ground. You don't take any damage.
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on tickle my bone.
You can be. That's okay.
We apologize, sir or madam. We didn't intend to disrupt your sleep, and I apologize wholeheartedly for my compatriot invading your space in that manner. It was very untoward of us.
So as you're speaking to it, you the earth around you rumbles, and you hear like a deep, very deep.
Right, I step back.
Is it contracting?
What's that?
Is that the sound of its contracting its spine together?
You hear that sound that you hear is from deep down the tunnel.
All right.
Back the way you came.
I will stand up, I will back up, and I will grab Nyxi and pull her back here to where we are.
I don't like that sound.
I don't either.
Nor should you. Who are you? Who has come to wake me?
Hi there, we're the Guardians of Greenest. We didn't mean to wake you. We're really sorry about that.
Or maybe we did. Right?
We're on a quest?
Adventurers on a quest, so many, so tasty. And
the head of the being starts to lift from the ground.
Is it still devoid of skin?
Yep.
The Briar Queen had sent a guide to bring us this way so we can find the ruins in this area.
Briar Queen, ever mean, creature of nature. I am not that.
May I ask who you are?
Who am I? Would you could name the sky, eternal as the dark, deep as the shadows. You speak to one known as Salakneshi.
Orathis.
He's like, hey, dude.
We do, again, apologize for encroaching on your space. We mistakenly thought that you were not here, but you very much, most certainly, of course, are. We are seeking a shadow nexus in the area. Our hope is to find a shard of a mirror that was stolen from a temple, from the temple where we reside. We mean you no harm, but we are simply exploring.
Thy's deception. I rest, I wait, I guard. I know why you are here. Seek you what is near. I know your mind, mortals. You seek the shard, as you say, but you also seek my eye, and you shall not have it. Not this day.
And we're going to end the session here a little bit early.
Fair enough.
My goodness. It's good. It's good.
Cliffhanger, yeah. We're going to carry those destiny points over because I did not give you chances to use them, but you're probably going to need them for the next fight. The next encounter.
Oh, we'll use them.
So we're going to carry those 3 over because people spent money on those and we want you to have them. So that's a good thing.
And thank you for that.
Cool.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so I hope you guys had fun. I'm sorry to end a little bit early. I don't like to do that normally, but this seemed like the most logical place to end it without having to get into a fight that might take a very long time. So, not that this is going to be a fight. Diplomacy is always an option for some people. Diplomancy. yeah, that's it. Okay, so this was fun. I hope you guys had a great time. Let's do real quick highs and lows, and then Misbehave. I know you have some stuff to talk about for your streams, so we can do that immediately after the highs and lows, and then we can just go through everyone else after that. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, great. So we'll start with Arathis, and I'll go around in my weird ass circle that you guys can't see. It's imaginary. And we'll end with Misbehave, and then after you give your highs and lows, we'll go into your next thing that you wanted to talk about. So Arathis, go ahead. Highs and lows if you want to give them. You don't have to. You're not obligated, obviously.
I think one of my highs is the fact that we actually were able to establish kind of a dynamic between the family members, the characters themselves as a family, including kind of capturing some of Marcus's backstory, and we know that he now experiences some kind of pain in his history, his past history, that perhaps this is kind of allowing him to relive. So I think that's really, really cool. I think that's really awesome. And the fact that, there's turmoil in the family. Obviously we can disagree, but we still carry forward, and we still respect each other, as it were. So I mean, I think it's really, really cool. I think the lows for me was the fact that tonight I felt a little indecisive as far as how I wanted to go with the story on my end, and of course I don't feel like I rolled all that well or role played all that well today. So
as far as I could tell, you did great. So I hope that helps.
Well, thank you.
Also, this was a very non-typical session. I did some weird kind of encounter things that I don't normally do, so maybe that's what struck you strangely. Who knows? Feelings are weird, but they're all valid. It's all good. Cool. Okay, let's move on to Marcus, played by Tucker Kratt.
Hey there, I'm Tucker Kratt.
Sorry.
It's okay. let's see, my highs and those highs. Same thing that BK said. Like, I really like that we can have like these in-game kind of like awkward, tense moments, but like it doesn't interrupt the narrative, or like it actually brings the story more forward and makes it real. I also love these maps. They are flipping awesome, along with the map that you had that had the Briar Queen in it and all the lights that were moving. That was just so cool.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's some cool questline shit. Questline offers the ability to have animated maps, so you can layer stuff on top of other things to do really cool effects like that.
That's awesome.
I just feel like every other week when I log on a questline, there's always like a new feature that I need to learn about, because it's just like it's developing exponentially.
Yeah, Lord Elfric, the developer, is kind of a nutcase. He works a full-time job. He owns a farm that he has to do a lot of work on. He also has 2 kids. But he also works on questline. So he's just always fucking working. It's crazy.
So Lord Elfric doesn't sleep, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I think he might actually be a Fey being.
He works with magic.
My lowlights are finding out that Lord Elfric doesn't sleep, and oh, you left us on another flipping cliffhanger, 3rd time in a row.
It's almost like it's a pattern.
And that's it for me. Oh, another highlight. Oh my God, you guys are just so sweet. You guys stacked up 3 destiny points for us. That is just, you guys are too nice.
Seriously, that's fucking amazing. 3 destiny points that we have to carry over to next session.
Yeah.
I just need to make sure that you need to use them. That's all.
That sounded like a threat.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, cool. Next.
Okay, cool. Next. Hearts. Beacon, played by Player One ATX. It's your turn, sir.
It is my turn, and I'd say highlights. I always really like playing with this group, and I'll echo what's been said before. I like the fact that we can, our characters can disagree, and the disagreement is based in their experience of the narrative, and it pushes things forward. So that's really great. My low light is that you aren't sharing Rage, this pink drink that you have. It's making me very thirsty, and I want some of that or something similar. So I'm just going to have to seek it out for myself, I guess.
Yeah, look for Simply Lemonade with blueberry. And then add vodka to it.
Oh, okay.
Someone in chat was like, well, shit, now I want it. Okay, Misbehave, it's your turn. Nyxi, played by Misbehave.
Okay, well, let's see. Highlights. I loved listening to you guys tonight, trying to figure out everything. It was really good, and just, I don't know, trying to figure out the puzzles and stuff. I think my low light is that I didn't feel like I got out there with Nyxi and talked more with her, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, I think that's it for that. But I had a lot of fun. You guys, I love my crew. I love you guys in the DM. and the people that are watching. Thank you so much for being here. We all appreciate you so much.
Okay.
100%.
So you had some things that you wanted to talk about with regard to your stream and a charity, I believe.
Yes, starting Sunday from Sunday the 3rd until the 10th, we are raising for heart support.
I posted the link in chat. You're muted though.
Oh, sorry. So I'm a part of a team called Team Chaotic Good, and quarterly we're going to be doing fundraisers. And from the 3rd to the 10th, we're going to be raising for heart support, which is during World Mental Health Week. And they're an online community, mental health nonprofit that help people with depression, anxiety, abuse, addictions, you name it. So that's pretty much what we're raising for. I will be streaming Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So my schedule is on my Twitter, and it's a really, really good nonprofit to raise money for. So I do have some incentives. They're on my Twitter too, but bedazzle my face, stuff my face with marshmallows, and I will be doing a cosplay of a Stay Puft Marshmallow Woman on
it's gonna be great.
On the 9th and the 10th, and I will be playing a Ghostbusters game. So that's pretty much what's going to happen in a nutshell, sort of.
Well, that's super awesome. I can't wait to see it. Cool. Right. So, this is the end of the stream for the night. So, if you guys want to stick around for a few minutes after, players, then we can talk and chat like usual. But for now, I'm going to deafen, and I'm going to say goodbye to everyone else and stuff like that. So, I'm going to do it. They're waving. Bye, everybody. Okay, so everybody, what's up, Shadowed Fox? Bye. Yeah, so I hope you all had fun this session. This was another fairly roleplay heavy session, but I want to thank you all for all of those destiny points that we got this time. We're going to carry those forward. Normally, I don't like to carry them forward, but this time, since I didn't really give the players an opportunity, many opportunities to use them, we're going to carry them forward to the next stream in 2 weeks. So they'll have 3 going for them, which is awesome. That's super great. However, different from that, Sunday, which is what, 1, 2, 3 days from now? Sunday, we're going to have the Shadows of Malachor stream. So tune in for that. It's going to be starting at the same time, 8 p.m. on Sunday, Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you're interested in Star Wars D&D, that's one that Gold Luca plays in as a character. And there's Jarmeat, Mr. Fezziwig, and Lord Elfric himself. So I definitely recommend checking that game out. I will probably stream either Friday or Saturday, maybe both. I don't know. I'm trying to get into streaming more often, just so I can, just remind myself of how much I fucking love streaming and how much streaming is awesome. Yeah, so that's good. But for now, I'm going to take off. Rage, Hummage. What's up, Aaron Z? How you doing, man? We're about to take off for the evening, though. So I'm sorry. I miss you. I love you. Thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for all of the bits that you threw at us. That's super cool, super great. We'll be back again very, very soon. And we'll talk. We'll have fun. You guys are great. I'm going to go before I get more awkward and weird. And I'm really bad at self-promotion, even though I should be doing it. I'm not going to do it. So good night. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you for everything. See you later.